appreciate on the porch. Wanted to cover a couple things. Talking from experience here. In 1983, I joined the Navy. Somewhere around Christmas, they flew me out to Hawaii to join my first ship. Joined the first ship, brought it back to San Diego. Got to San Diego, we sat there. We sat there for 6 fucking months. Why did we sit there for 6 months? No fuel. Now this is coming off the Carter years under Reagan. The only time we had fuel was when we had to go out and do operations. Okay. Middle of 84, late 84, we got funded to go do drug ops down off the coast of Panama. You know, South America, all that bullshit. So we went down and did drug ops. Came back to San Diego and we sat. And sat. And sat. Didn't have money for fuel. Didn't have money for training. Didn't have money to do jack shit. So in 1985, we came into cycle where we were being forward deployed for 6 months on a Westpac. So they had to come up with the money for that. So we went out and did our training, etc., etc. We trained, we went on Westpac, came back. Got back before 85 was over. San Diego, sat in port. Then all of a sudden, Reagan started coming up with money. I think he was elected in 1980. So, I guess what I'm saying is, don't flip out on this with Trump. Rebuilding the military is not going to happen overnight. So, we did all that. Then I transferred down to the Panama Canal. I was down there in a wartime event, so they had plenty of money then for us. Not for cars or anything else, but we had all kinds of shit. The Army switched over to the 9mm. When I got down to Panama, we were carrying 38s in the Navy. The Army switched over to 9mm, so immediately we went out and signed off on taking over a bunch of 45 caliber 1911A1s. So we got those, and then we got like 1,000,000 45mm rounds because they won't work in a 9mm. So then it was every day free shooting range time for us to get familiar with the 45. So up to the shooting range we went every day for 45 training, shooting practice. And we all had our own weapon, all had our own serial numbers. And so we got real good at 45s. I could take one apart blindfolded and put it back together. That's how well we were trained. So we go through the Panama invasion. This is is under H.W. Bush. And then I get told I'm coming up on orders. 1989. Well, don't call your detailers for orders. We're going to get you whatever you want since you put all your time in down here. First set of orders they sent me were to the USS Eisenhower. A motherfucking bird farm. That ain't NT-8. Now, NT-8 ain't doing an aircraft carrier. So I went to the captain. Captain said, I'll take care of it for you, boats. Where do you want to go? I said, shore duty in the Midwest. He got me Millington, Tennessee, which is just north of Memphis. I said, I'm good with that. So I went to Millington, Tennessee. Clinton takes over. So I get orders to a pre-com ship, the USS Vicksburg. This one right here. They got to spend money on that. But they're slowly cutting the budget. The budget. The budget. They're cutting it. They're cutting it. They're cutting it. 92. I go to the Vicksburg. We go out, we do our ship, we deploy twice out of the first 3 years, which is absolutely unheard of. It's heard of now. Why is that? Because they don't have the money, so they extend these guys out to 9 months to deploy for 9 months at a time. My deployments were only 6 months at the time. Wonder when. So then, 96 rolls around, I'm up for orders again. They want to send me to another fucking bird farm. I said, no, I'm not going to another bird farm. So we're going to send you to Norfolk, Virginia. I said, no, I'm not going to Norfolk, Virginia. Divorce happens, all that bullshit. I get orders to another ship there in Mayport, Florida. So I cross deck from one Aegis cruiser to an older one. Fucking great. I walk in there and make myself look like a star because I know every goddamn modification and I know how to write it up as a safety violation. So they have to fix it. So I walk out of there with a Navy Achievement Medal too. Long about that time, Clinton's in charge now. We're going to decrease the military. Let's start giving everybody, anybody we can get, let's give them early retirements. So I took the fucking early retirements. I had to go back to my first ship, the USS John A. Moore, back in 83 through 87, with no money. Here's what's going on now, and I'm going to put that video in here now. It's 3 minutes long, at 3:45 long. It's all about F-18s. This is all under Obama. This is the kind of shit that's going on.
Welcome back. Our nation's heroes are fighting for our country, but some Navy F-18 pilots say that they're facing an even bigger battle with their jets. That could be deadly. Joining us now, Fox News correspondent, former Navy pilot herself, Leah Gabriel. Leah, you were able to get exclusive interviews with several pilots.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Maria, and they say that they are very concerned. You know, tensions are escalating across the globe, and yet reports show pilots who fly all models of the F-18, one of the United States' most fierce fighting aircraft, are increasingly in harm's way before they ever even make it into combat. Since 2009, the Department of the Navy has seen a rise in hazard reports regarding what are called physiological episodes in F-18 Hornet and Super Hornet aircraft. Physiological episodes are when pilots become impaired with symptoms that jeopardize their flights. These are generally caused by oxygen loss or by depressurization because of systems failures in the plane. Now, I spoke with current F-18 pilots from both the Navy and the Marines. They wouldn't go on camera because of their concerns for their careers, but they each told me that the already alarming situation is worsening, and they are seeing firsthand how it is affecting the mindset of our military elite. One pilot said, quote, "We signed up for this. It is an inherently risky business. You may not come back each time you take the aircraft airborne, but the Navy and the Marine Corps should give you a better than average chance." And they all echoed the sentiment of another pilot who bluntly said, quote, "When I go flying in combat, what's more likely to kill me is not getting shot down by enemy fire. It's a failure in my most basic life support system." Well, according to congressional testimony by a Navy admiral, between 2015 and 2016, the rate of these dangerous episodes increased in some models by 90%. And both the Navy and the Marine Corps have been open with us, although neither would offer an on-camera interview. They both said that they take pilot safety very seriously, and a Navy official added that this is a complex problem and said naval aviation leaders are engaging with the aircrew, they're listening to their concerns, and they're continuing their efforts to correct the issue. A Marine Corps official told us that experts are working diligently to determine the root causes, and we also spoke with the plane's manufacturer, Maria, that's Boeing, and they said they're working with the Navy to try to solve this. But here's the bottom line. F-18 pilots have to get in those jets and they have to keep flying. And there is no automatic backup system, nothing, that will automatically detect a problem and then switch them over to emergency oxygen.
Is this partly the fact that the equipment in the Navy is so old that we need an upgrade, we need new technology?
Well, that's what a lot of the pilots
part of it?
Well, that's what a lot of the pilots are saying, is these systems are older, and that's what the Navy and the Marine Corps and Boeing and all the engineers involved are trying to work on. But
you flew these planes.
I did.
So what's your personal take?
So yes, I flew F-18s. In my Navy pilot training, I experienced one of these physiological episodes. They do it intentionally. They made me what's called hypoxic. That's where they essentially deprive me of oxygen. Now, what happens is most pilots describe it as like being drunk. So you become dizzy, your fingers tingle, you might even become unconscious. When they did it to me, I couldn't even play patty cake. So it's a very dangerous situation that's happening. There's really no way for these pilots to detect it ahead of time. And I've had to handle a landing emergency in this aircraft. I did it when I was 26 years old, flying off of the deck of an aircraft carrier. I cannot imagine, Maria, trying to do it when I was essentially intoxicated.
Wow, incredible. Leah, thank you very much.
They have to bring a ship back from deployment, tie it up next to the ship that's going to leave. They have to take the missiles off one ship and put it on the ship that's going out. Why? Because Obama wanted to take all that money and put it into social causes. You know, Obamacare. Michelle Obama's fucking dog food rations for the grade schools and high schools. All the Democrats want to do is blow money instead of spending it correctly. Now, why do I say that? The reason I say that is because without the fucking military, you can't have all this social justice bullshit that the Democrats want. But they don't fucking understand it. So, next time you want to throw the flag up and support the troops, vote Republican, vote Libertarian, vote anything but fucking Democrats, because all they're doing is stealing the fucking money and putting it into what they want to do. That's it. I'm NT8 on the porch, and They're pouring concrete down there today, so sorry about the noise. Talk to you later.